is the LCO method. Here is how I do it. First thing I need is the liquid. Any liquid will do. Then a cream of your choice. Then I go in there with oil. So it's the technique that I'm layering all these things up that's gonna do the trick. Some white tooth comb, any clip to hold your hair. Everything will be done in session. This is still a moisturizing and sealing, but I am doing it in a kind of a layer. I used to do this in a reverse method, but this type of method I'm using right now is working a treat the last couple of months. So I went in first with the liquid. If you are gonna follow this method to keep your hair moisturized for 4 days like I've been doing, you can use any liquid of your choice. Even just water will do the trick. So I went in with that liquid. In my case, I'm using that Menatel detangler. So I sprayed that in. I did not want it damp. I did not want it wet. I just want it damp. So massage that in really good. Then I went in with the cream. At this point, I think I've taken way more than I actually need, but never mind. So I started from the ends of my hair and worked my way down the root, working that in really good to soften the hair. So I will be going in there on the new growth because they are starting to really come out. This method here, like I said before, is keeping my hair really moisturized for 3 up to 4 days. And I could have gone longer if I didn't want to, but I thought I don't want to push it. So if you're having trouble keeping your hair moisturized, try this method first. See if your hair will respond to this type of method. So now I'm going in with the oil to seal in all that moisture that I have put in. That's all you need, literally a drop. I'm getting better with my heavy-handed products using. I'm working on it. Bear with me. So I went in with that oil and lock in all that moisture that I have put in. At this point, I can now go on and detangle the hair. Once I'm finishing working it through the root, making sure everywhere is covered, especially that top there on the very top, it's very hard to neglect it. Most people experience a lot of breakage from the top there, so pay close attention. So I went in with my white tooth comb, starting again from the ends of the hair, working my way down to now detangle it. Detangle was very easy because with all these layers of moisture, hair is extremely soft. Plus, I haven't got a lot of new growth at this point that I'm fighting with. But all in all, this method is keeping my hair really moisturized for way longer than it would. So just before I finish that twist, I went in again because them ends, God, they are my doing. They get dry so quick. So I added a little bit of oil to the length of the hair just before I finish twisting it. And that is that session done. Look at that moisture is screaming right from where I'm sitting. So that is that session done. This is what all there is to it. So for the sake of this video, I went in to do that one more session. Obviously, as you can see, I'm speeding it up. Hopefully you would have got the gist from that first session I did. So again, I went in with my liquid, damping the hair, went in with the cream, then seal it in with oil, then detangle. If you are big on oiling your scalp, you cool oil your scalp just before you start twisting the hair away. You can see the difference. This is 4 days old hair. It does not look bad by any chance. It does not look bad at all for 4 days. My hair hasn't been touched in 4 days. And you can see a comparison from where I've just moisturized and where I haven't moisturized. The difference is massive. Moisturized hair is hair that's gonna break less, and my aim is to make sure I reduce breakage as much as I can possibly right? Are you guys with me? That is the whole point of it. So now I'm gonna twist up that session and put it away. If you need to pause this video to see all the process I've just done, all the steps I've done, pause it, rewind it, come back on it, watch it over and over, because moisturizing and sealing is one very important part of the hair. So I did the other 2 sessions off camera. I didn't think you need to sit down there watch me do the whole 4 sessions. It will be pointless. So at this point, I am not going to wear my hair out tomorrow. I'm gonna show you quickly how I kind of prepare it for it to be ready for me for my wig installation next day. Just before I go, I make sure I rub any leftover oil on my hand all over the perimeter, the edges. They receive a lot of abuse from my wigs, you know, that's where they sit. Now I'm just gonna take the twist down because I'm not wearing it out tomorrow. If I were wearing it out tomorrow, I will leave it in that twist. Just in what, less than half an hour. Look at the coils, the wave is giving me from this twist. So if I were wearing it out tomorrow, by next morning, all the moisturizing and sealing I've done would have been nice and absorbed, and the hair will be completely dry, and this twist you see right now would have been popping. But because I'm not wearing it out tomorrow, that isn't within my plan. So I'm gonna comb it all back. Can you guys see the shine on my hair, by the way? So I'm gonna comb it all back and show you, because I think around just over 8 weeks post at the time this video was made. I'm gonna have it in one big plait, slick it all back as much as I can, and have it in one big plait. I can only get away with this until about 10 weeks post, I think, relaxer. After 10 weeks post, I can no longer get away with slicking my hair back like this, because as the new growth gets thicker, it won't lay flat on the way under the wig. So as of now, I can still get away with it. So I just have it that one plait at the back. Before I go again, I added a little bit more oil on the ends. They get very dry. Obviously, they are the oldest and they are the weakest. Tuck my own hair under himself, if you just notice what I've done. And there you go. I'm repeating it again. Tuck it right in, because that is the ends I want to protect. That is the whole point of protective styling. It's all nice and tucked. Moisturize, obviously, that is the access that I crave for. That is the main reason I wear wig, to be able to do what I'm just doing right now. Moisturize it, seal it, tucked it away. Now my last part of this process is to use a satin or silk scarf to tie it down, to make sure all the moisture stays where they are and not end up on my pillow. Just as a backup plan, for those who don't know, I do have a satin pillowcase. If this scarf were to fall off in the middle of the night, my backup plan should have me sorted, so my hair is not laying on a cotton pillowcase rubbing up all the moisture. This is all I've got time for, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao, ciao.
Me baby, unstabilize me baby, yeah, flex on the rhythm. Straight to my home, we don't need more time. After the sex, I swear me no time.